Yes, transitioning now into, and here we go. Everyone, welcome.
Welcome.
Far out. We're here. Go on. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're actually here. We are live from our cozy little homes, bringing the TAKGames online regional, the first regional to have PRB 02 incorporated to all players' decks. So this is going to be a very interesting one. Seems like the players are just dealing their hand right now. Just give me a second. Oop. Going on here. Need to just change this camera view. Never mind. All right, there we go. All right. Now, Gorm, what are you excited about in today's tournament? Like, what sort of things do you want to kind of what decks are you excited about in regards to the incorporation of the new PRB02 decks? PRB02.
Man, there's going to be a few things we can dream of. I just want to see some cool leaders, some cool new tech, new stuff. And both these leaders fit that mold, Paul. We know that Smoker has got a few new red cards, such as Law and Kobe. And we know Green Purple Luffy also has new Nami 2-cost from PRB02.
Right on. Just give me, sorry, Gorm, just keep on yapping. I'm just fixing up this camera angle just for better view for our viewers. There we go. That's much more better.
Keep on yapping. Very hard for me to do, I must say, Paul.
So red green Smoker, green purple Luffy. What who has the advantage here in regards to the matchup?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, Paul. I haven't played, obviously we've been playing a bit of PRB02, but we haven't really dug our, what is that, our little fingers into the One Piece. So I'm curious to see. I do know that Green Purple Luffy has got more consistent with the Nami. And then I also know that Smoker has got a lot of new tools to be able to KO stuff more effectively in that.
Now, it seems like the both players have played the perfect first on plays. They both got their searches. It seems like the Perona search managed to get the 8-cost Mihawk. Now the purple Luffy gets the Nami and searches up he gets up 2 searches actually. The Nami event, so the Nami and the actual event, and gets himself a Gum Gum Giant.
Nice, very nice. So it gets the Gum Gum Giant off. So it's the Nami into the search, into the other search. Nice and simple, like it.
So it seems like both players are playing both on curve right now. With 3s on play, ideally, with Smoker, the possible moves you can do is 1, get yourself another searcher, or even get yourself a Tashigi. 3-cost Tashigi swing for 5 here. However, there we go. Swings 5 into the Luffy. He ends up taking.
I think,
and he gets a trigger.
Bagua should get arrested on. So rampant. That will mean that they'll be on pudding. Sanji pudding next turn for the green purple player. That is a great little turn trigger to get there. And unfortunately, the Smoker, I don't think you play Tashigi in this matchup because green purple isn't really KOing your stuff. So yeah. I think
he just decides to go like, I'm going to don up the throne and swing for extra 5 into lead, at least one and from your one card from your resource. Now, that was a very lucky trigger from our Luffy play over here. Swings 2 inputting here. I think it's gets an unfortunate whiff. So if there's a Sanji pudding there, I think it's like pretty much a game over for the Smoker. I think the tempo swing that Green Purple would have had, but very lucky for the Smoker player, but unlucky for the Green Purple. With the 4th on play, maybe so he's swinging 5 into lead. I'm assuming he might have a Zojuro in hand just to get himself another extra searcher so far. And there we go.
Very cool.
So right now, this Luffy is actually popping off with all the searches. 4 searches right now in the first 2 turns.
Well, that's the thing about Luffy. That's what it wants to do. It's got the searches. It wants to search. You play so many searches, and that's why Green Purple's such great tournament choice deck, because of the consistency. And as we know, the new Nami added to that consistency. So it's just like, hello, I'm here for all the cards that I'd like to see. Here I am preaching about consistency, Green Purple. They did just whiff on the Sanji pudding on 5 though, so you never know sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. And so that Nami is open. Would you say that the Smoker needs to at least swing 5 into the Nami just to reduce the board presence of Luffy? Because as you know, Luffy open. Then we get the 5-drop smoke being burst on board. Perfect curve. Uses the smoker ability, gets himself another, uses the leader ability, and then uses the 3 Don. Yeah.
That's a good question in regards to. I think you do get rid of the Nami just because stuff that can be swung at you is very scary. I think you just want to control the board sort of thing. But this is we talk about the perfect cards. I think Smoker is one of those cards that if you see that on 5, you feel it pretty good. You're excited, you're hopeful. But yeah.
Do the players tend to play, like, I know it's kind of an outrageous card to put in the deck, but do they play Dead Man's Game nowadays?
I still believe they play a few, if not 1 or 2. I think with it takes the 5 as well, Paul.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't a 5, it was a 6, so interesting. Has been leaning 2 Don up, so I'm not sure if you've noticed, Paul, but a new tech that a lot of dopey decks are playing is Spiderweb. Do you remember that card?
Yes. The restand, is it?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Much like a kind of like the Paradise Waterfall, where it's up to one of your leaders gain plus 4,000 and set up to one of your characters is active. So protects a character, can counter. It's nice.
Very. With 7 Don now up for the Luffy player, he might need to play stage. Maybe hopefully he can get stage and then Sanji putting then stage. With 7 Don, do you think that it's kind of scary thinking that I'm not sure even the Luffy that actually has Sanji putting in his hand at this point.
He did search it with the Zoro Sanji, so he definitely does have it as Zoro Sanji. Just the Zoro Juro.
Yeah.
I think the play here, if this green turp can drop down maybe a Luffy Taro, get 2 cards on board with the Sanji pudding. I think that's a lot of pressure for the Smoker to be able to deal with. But here we go. Purple effect, get 2, get 1 active, perfect. So we'll have to see what kind of stuff is behind it. But this lead is now at 6 for the turn for the the opponent, and this one, so we'll have to see what happens here. What kind of cards do you reckon you want to be seeing on the as well in conjunction with the Sanji pudding?
Well, what's better than one Sanji pudding? You could probably have another Sanji pudding. However, I think probably I don't think it's necessary for him to play stage card in this matchup.
That's right.
Yeah, because with Mulgun, it's only focusing on power, so there's not. And there we go. There's another.
There we go. So I wonder, there's always the argument, and I don't think you can get rid of both of them, but like if the Smoker does deal with both of them, I think it does put the green purple very behind, but I'll have to see what the Smoker does. I think the Smoker does have a bit of pressure. Obviously, this Spanish Smoker is a very good card.
Yes.
So we'll have to see. 7. Awesome. 7 Don turn. We'll see what the Smoker does. We're going to see maybe the new 6-cost Law. Does this get played on this turn with 4 Don behind it?
Just a reminder, what does the 6-cost Law do?
So new law from PRB, it's a very good red card. It is a 6-cost for 7, and so the ability reads, once per turn, if this character will be removed by your field by one of your opponent's effect, you may give this character minus 2,000 power instead.
Yes. When
When attacking, give it to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power during this turn. So that works, allows a lot of power manipulation, which is always very good.
So he's setting us up aside 2 Dawn. So he's playing on 7 right now. Maybe he might play in himself Cavendish, or maybe or not. They don't play Cavendish. It's Smoker, do they?
I don't
think so, because it's not searchable.
It is not. It is if you play the Peronas though, so you get slash characters like that way. I feel like that. I feel like he's still going to be playing it.
Please, what 4?
Yeah, I don't know about 4. What?
The new Kobe.
Kobe. Did you want me to go through that one?
Yes, please. Sir.
I know your brain is very small and you don't understand.
Yeah, and
it is definitely a you issue. I swear. So Kobe says, opponent's turn. If this leader has the Navy type, which Smoker does, this character gains 1,000 power. So with Smoker's effect pool, Kobe's actually a 7k thing you have to swing in to be able to get rid of it. Also says, when attacking, capture one of your opponent's characters with a 3,000 base power or less. Then you have 6 or less cards in hand. Draw 1 card.
Oh my gosh, it's such a great addition to the Smoker decks everywhere. That not only do you have it's a 7,000 power during your opponent's turn, and man, you have to put certain Don investment onto your characters just to get rid of it. And with the Luffy matchup, there is no removal. The only removal, there's no removal. You have to legit use raw power just to get rid of characters on the field. Attaches 1 Don onto the Smoker, goes for an 8k swing, but the thing is he going to swing into the Luffy? Mind you, Luffy doesn't have any Don up. So we'll have to use some of his resources in his hand to go up to 9k.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, the 8 is the correct swing as well. It gets a 2 and a 1 if this counter is to go through. But we think about this banish as well. If the attack does go through, that's a card out of life that the Luffy doesn't get to hand. Card resources, name the game. And we're going to go for a Gum Jet Gatling. Going to pitch the new Zoro as well, the new Zoro blocker. I don't know if you've seen that card before, Paul. So just to explain for our viewers, if you haven't seen these new PRBO2 cards, it's a 2k counter. That's probably the biggest reason it's in a deck, but it's also a Straw Hat Supernova. It also says, upon a turn, if this character will be arrested by your opponent's effect, you may arrest one of your other characters instead. It's also a blocker.
So
it's a bit of a Hody Jones tech, a bit of Dead Man's Game tech, and I believe that card would work the same way a Rosanate would work. If you're arresting 2 things, you don't only need to arrest 1 for the effect to trigger.
Now, with
that's correct.
Yeah. With the amount of board presence that the Luffy is creating right now, I think this is the time for the star to shine. Where the 6-cost Luffy, he is on 9 Don right now. Smoke is going for a bit of a defensive option, placing himself a chopper blocker. However, it is rested due to the Dead Man's Game. Okay, now the gates are wide open. He has 4 Don. Uses his putting.
Wow, that's just a free Dead Man's Game as well. Like with the double sign you're putting, it just forward on straight onto it.
Now the amount of will he invest any Don onto his characters, or will he just go all out? Fill his board up, getting himself a Rush Luffy, maybe get himself another Sanji pudding, or just what other big bodies are there in purple green Luffy? I'm pretty sure just Sanji and Rush Luffy.
Yeah, 100%. Do you establish another big body or do you go for... But these cards are very hard to swing in. We remember Chopper's actually at 7, Kobe's at 7, and Smoker's on 8. These are really hard numbers to be able to, guarantee a KO. And I don't think Smoker's used a little bit of counter. Maybe 3 to 4 cards in hand. So, tough choices. Going to go for life. Oh, what do you think about that life hit? Taking that life hit, Paul? Do you reckon there's maybe a sign that the Smoker's hand's bricked up?
He's doing it. He's doing it.
7 into lead again. We might be seeing a Rush Luffy here, Paul. If he takes the...
He's taking it. He's all bricked. This is the worst case scenario for the Smoker right now.
Is this just bait?
You reckon it's bait? Because he's got...
I feel like it's bricked off.
Because he does have a Gum Giant. Okay, he's decided to swing. How many is it? 10? No, 11. 11 into lead. What does he have? Will he respond it? And it's all...
No! My man is bricked up! Oh, wow! You see it?
You hate to see it!
Spiderweb, Smoker, Kobe's a 1k. Hody's a brick. There's a Mihawk in there as well. I think there's a Bolt Pistol. I think there's another... That is brutal.
That is insane. What a... And Gom, what a way to start the day, and we still have 25 minutes left.
If you guys didn't have your coffee early, you won't need one because that is the silliest thing I've seen. That is an adrenaline. Wow. And
he just okay,
dips. All right, just thank you very much. And dips. Unfortunate for the Smoker play. That's you just got one piece. That's brutal.
That's not one piece. Is wild.